All right, I want to start with the Las Vegas Raiders. Made their quarterback decision official.
Yeah.
Gardner Minshew will be the starting quarterback in week 1. They want to try to hit the ground running, get off to a quicker start. That means former Purdue quarterback Aiden O'Connell goes to the bench after last season when he could barely attempt a forward pass. Minshew did last year, don't forget, nearly lead the Colts to the playoffs after the Anthony Richardson injury. And this Raiders team is not talentless. Devontae Adams, Brock Bowers, also got Max Crosby leading their defense. Are we sure this team's going to be awful?
That's a tank season. That's why they did that, Shay. It's like, so if you don't think O'Connell should start, and Minshew's a nice backup, and in a pinch, he'll help you through here and there. But that tells me they don't have the quarterback that they want for the future. And that's too bad, Kap, because Pierce is someone that the players believe in. But you look at that schedule, and just think about what the Raiders have, and then think about the schedule. We're taking on teams of the ilk of the Ravens and whatever you think of the Browns and the Chiefs and the Bengals, Dolphins. Pretty tough. So I would say that this is a non-playoff team here, the Raiders.
Okay, so the Raiders' 2024 win total is 6.5. They were 5-3 under Antonio Pierce last year with 2 3-point defeats and a thrashing of the eventual Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs, where Andy Reid said, that's a good football team, man. We really needed you to beat us to get us back to reality. 6.5 is an awfully low total. Awfully low.
Take the over, but they're not going to the playoffs.
Probably not, because in that division, you have the Chiefs. The Chargers, I think, is an underplay at 8.5. I don't like that team that much. I do think they will eventually get there with bookend tackles that Harbaugh now has. The Raiders, 6.5. The Broncos all the way down at 5.5. But I think the Raiders are better than that, but you're probably right. To get to the playoffs would be a long shot.
Shay, what do you think? I think you're right about their talent. I'm just looking at their schedule, and I just don't think – I think Minshew is okay, but that tells me you don't have a guy yet.
Well, they got screwed in the draft, too, don't forget, because they picked 13th, and what was it, 5 quarterbacks went in the top 12? So they just never even had an opportunity to get a guy.
Well, whoa. What do you mean didn't have an opportunity? You ever heard of trading?
It depends. It takes 2 to tango. Everybody who was in front of them and took a quarterback, I think, was married to taking a quarterback, no?
I think you could have at least. Maybe they did. I did not hear any reporting that said they were aggressively trying to move up. I know the Giants talked about trying to get up to get either Jaden Daniels or Drake May. I did not hear any. Now, they did get a good football player. Brock Bowers.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
From my Georgia Bulldogs is a really good football player.
Just stop. Everything that I have, you can't have.
I'm an Ohio State guy. We're winning the title this year.
I think Clemson wants to have a word with you. You're a Clemson team. Aren't you a Clemson guy?
Because I like Clemson. I like Dabo. They're 60-1. 60.
Big Bama fan, too?
No. Now that my coach, Nick, retired, no.
So his coach, Nick, his coach, Dabo, his Ohio State Buckeyes, unreal.
I'm actually just all Ohio State. Let me be clear. I'm not rooting for the others.
Okay. So that's my thought on that. What's next done around the NFL?
I mentioned I'm drinking the Kool-Aid on the Bears. I'm also drinking the Kool-Aid on Bo Nix. Preseason game 1 was excellent. He was efficient. Preseason game 2 was excellent. He was efficient again, displayed an ability to step up in the pocket, rip the ball into some tight windows, got a touchdown on one of those throws. He's just played so much football, and he knows so much football because he's been in multiple systems in college. What he learned under Dan Lanning last year, I think, was invaluable at Oregon. Now he's with Sean Payton, who loves a guy who can get the ball out quickly, will make the easy reads, and make the easy, accurate throws. Drew Brees. He's going to be QB1 for the Broncos. I think Sean Payton's going to love having him. He's a low floor guy, or a high floor guy, rather, kind of low ceiling to me. But I think year 1 for all the rookies, I'm really in. He's going to be the second best behind Caleb.
What do you think Wayne Larrivee was thinking on that 27-2 beatdown by Denver? I don't know, Rock. What's going on? I don't think you'll be happy with that.
Yeah, they do not look good to pack.
Yeah.
But Bo Nix is a good football player, man. He really is, and he's got a great teacher to help guide him through the start of his career here in Sean Payton.
I think you have the right coach to tutor you along. Think about this. Here's Sean Payton saying, yeah, I can do without Russell Wilson, but here's a young man I can mold and shape, and that's Oregon's Bo Nix. That works. But how far they can go, I don't know, but they're off to a good start. Everything I hear out of there, Cap, is positive. It's fresh in the quarterback room now. Shay Norley.
Let's go.
Justin Fields just keeps looking like the same Justin Fields. Steelers preseason game 1, he had the 2 fumbled snaps. Preseason game 2, everybody's picked up on this ridiculous 4th and 2. Steelers run an RPO, both the bubble screen on the left sideline open, handoff to the running back, lane wide open, first down either way. What does Justin do? Keep the football, get buried in the backfield. Decision making really remains a struggle. And Steelers beat writer Mark Caboli put out a belief, a conspiracy theory, if you will, that the Steelers were fabricating the severity of Russell Wilson's injury to get a longer evaluation of Justin Fields, and that with the preseason play, Fields might have blown his shot.
Look, man, Cap, I'm looking at this completely different than most people. I'm rooting openly for Justin Fields, and you know why.
Because you like Justin, and like me, we both want the Bears to get a 4th-round pick, not a 6th round.
Goddamn right. That's exactly the reason why. Right there. I want that draft pick. I need him to be in 51% of those games. I need him to turn it around, turn the narrative around, Cap. That's what I want for Justin Fields. Whatever happened with the Bears, it did not work. Whether it was fair and unfair, he's now in a new team. I need him to play. I need him to be better than this. So that's why we're broadcasting live from Steelers camp in September, and we will figure this out together. We'll have Justin on. We'll have Mike Tomlin on. It's going to be great.
They're coming in studio, I heard.
We will talk to Justin and get this turned around. I need that draft pick. Like a hobo needs a ham sandwich. I need that. Come on, brother. Come on, Justin. Come on, man. It's like all these fans out here that think you still should be in a Bears uniform. I can't do anything about that. But while you're with the Steelers, for yourself and for the Bears, prove everybody wrong. 51% of the snaps. Let's go.
Game out.
I know you guys don't do it, but you might need to root for a Russell Wilson injury at this point if you're hoping Fields to get 51% of the snaps. Just doesn't sound like it's going to go that way.
Cap can't do that because he's very close to Ciara.
Ciara's my friend, so
yes,
can't root against Ciara.
And by the way, as I was watching that game just with one eye, Cordero Patterson on that Pittsburgh team. Good luck. Take that.
Wow. Well, I stick with quarterbacks. I saw a lot of people really praising Jaden Daniels for his work in the preseason, 10 of 12 passing, did everything that was asked of him. I'm not going to totally begrudge him here. I just want to make the point. The bar for evaluating a quarterback doing a good job has been lowered so much for people watching this game. This guy in shotgun every snap, ball is out in a second. There is value in that. But you're going against a preseason defense and everything is schemed immediately open. He was never asked to look beyond the first read. It was just catch the snap, throw the ball to the schemed open receiver. That can work a little bit in the NFL, but eventually you got to go through your progressions. The one time that he did was a 4-yard check down on 3rd and 11. Before we just go out of our minds going, Jade Daniels, 10 of 12, he was really accurate. Can we talk about what actually happened? He was asked to do almost nothing. It was pitch and catch to wide open guys.
It was Bajan's debut.
It literally was.
That's what it was.
And the one time he goes 20 yards deep, it's because he's locked on to his first read, doesn't look at the safety, and airmails a ball to a fan. Like, can we just raise the bar for celebrating quarterback play, please?
Cap, please tell this young man, at the minimum, what coaches want. Please don't turn the ball over. If you got to throw it from me to you, it's good enough. Just
Correct.
Don't turn the ball over.
Live to fight another day.
Just don't turn the ball over. Now, let me tell you something. If you take a good, close look at this, Cap, Dolphins beat the Commanders 13-6. All the Washington quarterbacks were efficient as hell. All of them were
didn't do much.
Didn't do anything, though. They just said, matriculate the ball down the field, Shake, slowly. Just matriculate the ball. Don't turn it over.
Let's just not forget that this is the same group like over at First Take or Get Up that had Justin Fields as the MVP last year going into the season.
That's correct.
Okay?
That's correct. Jane Daniels. That's the bar, Shay. This is where we are.
It's like,
sorry.
Look, I know Caleb's not perfect. I'd like to see better than 6 of 13. I know like Drake May wasn't perfect in the game for the Patriots, but at least these guys threw really good deep balls and flashed like their ability that we expected when we were watching them in college. Jaden Daniels did none of that.
From me to you.
He just pitch and catch.
Yep.
He did nothing different than like even Bo Nix was ripping bullets over the middle of the field. Everything Jaden Daniels did was on the sideline. And the one time he went deep, he threw it to a fan and misread a safety. I don't want to hear about how great he was.
And that's our look around the NFL right here on Kap and J Hood. Coming up, we'll hear from Courtney Cronin with the latest on the Bears as the Bears beat the Cincinnati Bengals 27-3. It's a Bears Victory Monday on Kap and J.